Alrighty, today I'm going to show you how to change the oil in your Bobcat. So the first thing you're going to want to do is start your motor, which I already did. So your oil is nice and loose and nice and hot, so it'll drain out faster. And you're going to take your oil drain hose right here, and you're going to put one wrench on the one nut and one wrench on the end nut for the end cap. And you're going to turn them the opposite way so you can take off your wrench. And it's draining out. We'll let her drain out. And so while that's draining out, we're going to take my oil filter off, which is up here. We're going to take it off nice and slow, which it is upside down, which means the oil will run down, so there will be oil in here, which can't do much about. I don't know why they've set it up that way, but they did. We're going to take the oil filter, put all the oil in the pail. Oil filter. The oil filter is metal, so we're going to want to recycle that in your metal barrel in your shop at home or garage. You're going to want to take the dipstick out and find the fill line, which is right here, the second dot, so you know how much oil to put in there, and just let the oil drain out till it's really slow and there's only like a drop. That's when you know you're empty. Alrighty, so the oil's done draining. I cleaned off the end of my cap here on the end of the hose. I cleaned it off with a rag so there's no more slag and junk on there, and I'm putting the cap back on, and we're gonna tighten it up till she's tight. Oh yeah. Till about your hands can't make it any tighter. There we go. Now that's on. Now we take a rag and we're going to clean right where your filter screws on so you don't get any dust between your filter and the motor or whatever. So it's a nice tight seal, along with your oil cap, where your where your fill in. We're going to clean that off along with where your dipstick is nice and clean. So we're going to take your filter. We're going to take some oil here, which I poured some oil in the filter. We're going to take some oil and rub it around with your clean finger. You're going to rub it around this rubber O-ring on here so it's nice and lubed up or whatever. We're going to put it on, tighten it on to the motor till about hand tight as you can make it with your hands if you got strong hands. And we're gonna, so you know where your dipstick, where the full line and where the empty line is. And now I'm gonna take my oil and I'm gonna add it right in this hole. And while I'm filling up, I'm gonna just pause the video. Alrighty, so I'm done adding oil, and how I know that is I take my dipstick and I put it in the hole. When I take it out, it should be just above the full line. I put an extra half a quart in here, so to take up the volume of the filter, the oil that'll be in the filter, so I know that's full. I'm going to take my cover, I'm going to clean that off real nice with a clean rag. I'm going to clean off the surface here. Just screw it on there and tight, so you can watch how I'm doing it. That's nice and tight. This cover's on tight. And we're gonna take this drain hose and we're gonna hide it back up under here where it belongs. And now we have the oil changed. And so after this, I'm gonna start the motor and check all the gauges, make sure everything's where it should be, nothing in the red or running too hot, and then I'll come back here and make sure there's no oil leaking out of my plug, which it would be leaking out of, or maybe my filter isn't on tight enough. But other than that, I think that should be it.